Okay, come. Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making a pan-seared duck breast with a 5 Spice Au Jus, a Celeriac Puree, along with fondant potatoes. This recipe will take some time. It takes about 3 to 4 hours just to make the sauce, so be sure to plan for it. We'll start by making a stock. In the stock, we'll have our usual mirepoix, onion, celery, carrots, and a bouquet of herbs. For my bouquet, I do have parsley stem that I saved up from last time, plus a bay leaf. And we'll just get everything all chopped up here. For the onions, you can leave the skin. It's perfectly fine. And if they come off, they come off. Use a nice long piece of kitchen twine and tie up your herbs. And after that, we'll get to the duck. I have a whole duck here, and that's because we'll be needing the bones for the sauce. We're going to start by breaking down the duck, remove any additional fat or skin, and then we'll move on to the wings. Guide your knife around the drummet and find the ball joint. Once you locate the ball joint, it's just a matter of cutting through it, and then the wing will come off, just like that. And we'll do the other wing. And always check inside the cavity, because there might be some surprises looming there for you. And we'll work on the legs. Follow the thigh, find the joint, and cut the joint. And the meat will just come off. We're gonna save the legs for another recipe. For the duck breast, pull the skin taut and guide your knife in the middle, just along the bone. And slowly go along the bone with the tip of your knife and carve out the breast meat. And do this for both sides. Take your time and make sure you use a sharp knife. There, and one breast done, and the second one. And we're just left the bone. Once again, we'll be roasting the bones with the vegetables, so you want to break down the bones first, and it's easier to roast, and when you put it in a stock pot, you won't run out of space. Put the bones and the veggies in the oven and roast at the highest temperature that you can get. Just toss everything in. You'll want to roast it for at least 45 minutes to an hour. When it's ready, take it out, transfer the bones and veggies to a large pot, but be careful not to transfer too much of the duck fat into the stock pot. You won't want a greasy product. However, try to get all those brown bits on the bottom. That's where all the flavor is. Add water to it and simmer for 2 hours or more for more flavor. Don't forget your bouquet. And for all the remaining duck fat, make sure you reserve it. You'll use it later. Alright, let's work on the Celeriac Puree. So if you've never seen one, this is how a celeriac look like. There you go. This puree is easy. Just peel out the skin, cut it into pieces, add water, simmer until it's tender, and blend it with cream and butter and salt and pepper. Celeriac has a nice, nutty, sweet, and fresh flavor to it, which really helps to balance out the fattiness of the duck and the bold flavors of the 5 Spice Au Jus. Alright, let's get back to the stock. So we're straining the stock, and after we strain it, we're going to try to get some fat out of this. Again, you want to make sure that you don't have a fatty product, so we're going to try to get most of it out. And after that, we're going to condense it even more. So after we strain the stock, we're going to toast the 5 spice, add it into our stock, add some port wine to it, and let it condense. We're probably talking about 45 minutes. And then we're going to change to a smaller pot. Look, we changed to a smaller pot already. And you want to make sure you strain out all the 5 spices. For the fondant potatoes, I have 2 white potatoes that I use a round cookie cutter to make out round shapes with flats on top and bottom. But if you don't want to do that, peel potato and just make sure it's flat on the top and on the bottom. We're going to fry these in the reserved duck fat that we saved from the roasting, And preheat your oven to 375. And in a skillet, add in some thyme as well too. We're gonna fry up that thyme, get some flavor going, and then put in our potatoes. Make sure they're all nicely greased up. Preheat your oven to 375, and once they're golden brown, you can flip the potatoes over. To that, we're going to season it with salt and pepper. And then add in your chicken stock. Let it come back to a boil before you put it in your oven, or it'll never heat up. And into the oven it goes. And let's check on that sauce. Look how beautiful it is. When it covers the back of a spoon, you're good to go. For the veggies, we have 2 types of carrots and baby bok choy and shiitake mushrooms. For the carrots, I'm just gonna peel them with a peeler. And with the bok choy, I'm just gonna cut them in quarters. We're gonna cook the carrots in a bit of butter in very low heat. I just want to soften these up. I don't want to give them any other color besides the color that they naturally have. And see? Nice and soft. And for the bok choy, I'm just gonna add them to the pan. Add a touch of water to it. And cook it with the lid cover. Give it a good steam. And there we go. And for the shiitake mushrooms, just give them a good sear. Just a nice brown. Alright, now to the duck. Make sure you take up all that silver skin. Again, it's tough, it's not good to eat. Season with salt and pepper. And we're gonna put this in a cold pan. No heat whatsoever. Once you put your duck into the pan, turn it on to medium-high heat. And watch as that fat leaks out of the duck. Look how much fat there is. But it smells so good. Check on it every so often until it's beautiful like this, and put it in a 400-degree oven for about 5 minutes. When it's ready, take it out and let it rest for another 5 minutes. Alright, it's time to plate! Look how beautiful that duck is. Cooked perfectly. And all that juices. Well, I hope you guys get a chance to make this dish. I think I'm gonna start making shorter and more detailed videos of each of the sides that went with the main dish in the near future. So please hit that notification button for more updates. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and comment. And feel free to reach out.